Hi, this is Garrett McAllister from Clean Direct, the home of the Mosmatic professional here in Sanford, North Carolina. And today we're going to be talking about Mosmatic duct cleaners. What I have laid out in front of me are all the sizes that are available. Mosmatic products are made in Switzerland. They're of the highest quality. And so these are very, very popular for doing all types of duct cleaning, trash chute cleaning, small tunnels, piping. This is where you will have water spinning at high rotation to clean out those areas. We're going to deep dive into each of these products, but I wanted to show you that we do have a 3-inch, a 6-inch, a 12-inch, 16-inch, 20-inch, and the gargantuan 24-inch size of duct cleaner. So when it comes to duct cleaners, there are a few things that you're going to want to do to narrow down your choices. There's a lot of choices, so we got to get this narrowed down to your application. So the first thing that you want to do is realize whether or not you want to clean with hot water, warm water, or cold water. So there are some of these duct cleaners that are designed to handle much higher heats, up to, I believe, 250 degrees Fahrenheit. And so you're going to first ask yourself, do I need cold or do I need warm? Secondly, we're going to decide on what size we want. So depending on the opening of the structure that you're cleaning, the chute that you're cleaning, you want to obviously make sure that the thing can fit in there. So this little small one right here can get into just about anything. But if you were going to be cleaning a really big pipe or really big chute, you might move up to a 16 or maybe to a 24. So the main thing is you want to make sure that you can fit this into the opening of whatever it is that you're cleaning. The next thing that you're going to do is you're going to look to see whether you want a fixed arm or an adjustable arm. So let's get closer in on here and I'll show you what I mean. So this little 3-inch duct cleaner has an adjustable arm. So your nozzles are going to go into the end here. We'll talk about nozzles in a little bit. But basically you can adjust the angle of these so that your spray angle is moving in an upward or a flatter direction. This will help with putting more pressure onto the surface of whatever it is that you're cleaning. If you look over here, this is a larger 20-inch. You'll see that this is a fixed arm. So this is not adjustable. It's just a straight bar with the bend on the end and your nozzles going here. This is not adjustable. So this is going to spray just straight out to whatever surface that you're trying to hit. I personally think that the adjustable is kind of nice, but they do come at a greater cost. So if you're wanting something that's a little bit more budget friendly for the application that you're doing, you may stick with the fixed configuration because they are a little less expensive. However, both work great and you can decide between adjustable or fixed. So the next thing we're going to want to look at is whether you need a 2-nozzle or a 3-nozzle. So in this instance, this is a 3-nozzle setup. You've got one here, and then if you flip it over, there's a 3rd nozzle at the end. What this allows you to do is to spray, it does split your water stream into 3, but what it does is it allows you to spray out the end plus out the side simultaneously. So let's say that you were cleaning down into a large container and you wanted to clean both the sides and you wanted to clean the bottom, that would give you a good spray. But just remember that if you have a 2, like this one, this is 2, so it's just going to spray out this end, not on the 3rd. If you have a 2, it's going to split your pressure and your GPM by 2. If you have a 3, it's going to split your water stream by 3. So you just have to take that into account to make sure that you have enough pressure and enough gallons per minute to drive your application and to drive this effectively. And that's why we look at the pressure washer and the pressure source that you have so that we can configure this exactly the way that you need it. All right, so now let's talk about the nozzles. So we have different sized nozzles. This is what I have, a pack of 2. This is a 1502. So what that means is the aperture size is a 02 sizing. It goes from 0 on up to big. I don't know, a big number, 24 or something. But the first number, the 15, is the angle. So the angle 0 would be straight shot. 15 would be, or 5 degree would be this. 15 would be this. 40 would be this. So Mosmatic carries different size aperture, that's the hole in the end of the nozzle, different size threading, so that it's either going to be a 1/8 or a 1/4 inch threading, and also a different angle. So it's going to be 0, 5, 15, 40, typically. There are some other bigger sizes out on the marketplace, but I think Mosmatic sticks to mainly those sizes. So you'll get in closer, I'll show you what it looks like. So the duct cleaners for Mosmatic are a 1/8 inch threading. So you can see here, very simple. And then what this is going to do is this is going to thread in to the arm, just like this. Easier said than done. That'll just thread in. You got to get it lined just right. Okay. And then you can use a tape, a plumber's tape or whatever if you want to there, but you know, to have a really good seal. But nevertheless, this is how they thread in. And then on ones that have 3 here, then this would thread into the end. Now you're going to determine which nozzle size based upon the pressure, the PSI, and the gallons per minute of your pressure washer. And we have a chart on our website. So if you go to Clean Direct, so that's clean.direct, or if you go to mosmaticpro.com, either of those 2 websites, we have a chart there that shows based upon your PSI and GPM of your pressure washer, you can size your nozzle, and that'll tell you exactly what you need. And then also don't forget that if you're going to be using a duct cleaner, then you got to make sure you choose the 2 or 3 nozzle version on the chart. Okay. Now let's talk about the Mosmatic TRL wand. So what this is this is a wand with a HP gun, high pressure gun, a swivel on the end. So this helps to reduce fatigue while you're cleaning. The hose comes out here and just spins as you need it. We've got a really nice Mosmatic HP high pressure gun. This then connects to a wand. This particular, I'm not sure what length this is. They come in different lengths. You can actually, but usually with the TRL wand, they really like to have this length so that you're a good distance away. We could custom make this into whatever length you want, but in this case, this part number is 81.925. That's considered the TRL wand by Mosmatic, and I think this is kind of the ideal length to be cleaning. And then here at the end, we have a 6-inch duct cleaner with an adjustable arm, and this has a 3 nozzle. So you'll see here where the nozzles are seated, one on the end, one in each of the adjustables. These can be undone and adjusted at the right angle, but this is a duct cleaner here on the end. And what this whole device allows me to do is to take it, and it allows me to go down into a trash bin, a container, anything that needs to be cleaned at a distance, and it will spin and shoot straight out to clean that surface. So this is really handy. It's already pre-built for you. It's the Mosmatic 81.925. We have this in stock. We have this on both our website at Clean Direct and at mosmaticpro.com. You can find all of these products by Mosmatic, and this is a really nice pre-built device to allow you to do cleaning. Okay, we're discussing Mosmatic duct cleaners, and in some instances you're going to need to be able to clean in a horizontal way. So it could be a pipe that's clogged and you're trying to clear that out. It may be some distance. So what you're not going to be able to depend on gravity like you would with a trash chute, where you can just lower a cleaner or bring a cleaner up. In this case, you're going to need something to bring that duct cleaner through the pipe. And what we're looking at here is a Mosmatic trolley. They call it a mobile, M-O-B-I-L-E, but it's a trolley or a cart that holds your duct cleaner. And then what we have here is a hook, and this is sold separately, but this hook actually attaches to your cart so that you can attach a wire or chain or rope or whatever, so you can pull that through the pipe. This comes in 3 different sizes. It starts at 6-inch duct cleaner to 12 is the small. Then there's a medium size that will get you from 12 to 20. And then there's a large size that gets you from 20 to 24. So it comes in 3 different sizes. There's not one that supports the 3-inch. So you have to go with 6 or higher. So anyway, this is the mobile trolley by Mosmatic. You have the hook. I can't remember exactly what they call them. It's the trolley hook, the mobile hook. And this is a nice complement to the duct cleaner that you purchase in order to do this type of work. Let us know here at mosmaticpro.com or Clean Direct. You can go to our website, you can contact us, let us know how we can help you. We stock all of this stuff in our North Carolina facility, and we can get stuff out to you very, very quickly. So let us know what we can do for you. Appreciate you watching the video today.